Hey folks, thanks for joining me today. We are looking at AM1, 2, and 3. That is ARM's Microns, AM1, AM2, and AM3. Here they are in their packaging, so let's get them out and take a look. So here we have AM1, 2, and 3. That's 1, 2, and 3. Assembled and out of their packaging. Now I apologize for not showing you the actual assembly process, but I just didn't have the time to do that today. So what we have here are three unique little ARM's Microns. We've got what appears to be a gator or crocodile of some sort. Very cool looking little guy. That's number 3. Number 2 is a kind of a bird type thing. I'm going to call it maybe a hawk, but it's not too bad. It's okay. Of the 3, I think this is probably one of the weakest of the robot modes, simply because of the anti-symmetry going on here. We've got this giant handle sticking off here, and then it just looks a little weird to me. And then finally, probably the weirdest of the 3 is this guy. Now initially when I saw him, I thought he was going to be a scorpion, but I think he's actually supposed to be a hermit crab or a skate, like a manta ray type thing, but a little skate. I'm going with hermit crab. I just think that works better. Just looks more like a hermit crab to me than anything. So these 3 guys all have different forms. They've got a robot mode, which we see here, a weapon mode, and then they can all combine. So let's go ahead and look at their weapon modes. Now this weapon mode for number 1 is by far the weirdest. So what we do is we fold out the sides and fold them out straight, then take the tail and fold it up. And that's it. That is the weapon mode. Now this looks more like something out of a Final Fantasy game, some kind of enemy that you would fight. So I'm not totally sure what this weapon mode is supposed to be, but okay. Next is the bird, and the bird weapon mode is really simple. Fold the wings back, like that, fold the head up, and then fold the feet up. You have a giant hatchet. That's definitely a weapon mode. That makes sense. That is a giant freaking hatchet. That works for me. For number 3, what we're going to do is fold the head all the way up along the back, fold the legs all the way up, reach under to the abdomen, and fold out a handle. And this is the hardest part of the transformation. And then take the tail and fold it down to form a stock, and we have this giant gator-esque cannon. So that totally works. So here are the 2 Vehicons armed with the armed Microns. As you can see, number 3 is a gun, number 2 is the hatchet thing. Now, according to the directions, number 1 is supposed to be some kind of cannon thingy. So here's a Voyager Starscream holding it, and it looks like it's supposed to be some kind of cannon. So that's the way I have him deployed. So now that we've taken a look at the weapons, let's go ahead and merge these suckers up. So I've left the 3 in weapon mode to show you the transformations from the weapon modes. So for the weapons, we're going to transform them into the weapons anyway, so I thought I'd start here. So take the tail on the gator and fold it all the way down and point that straight down, or you can turn it like that, either one, though the directions do say to have it go straight down. The hatchet, well, you don't do anything to him except come over here and open up the top of the gun so you could drop the hatchet into it like that. And then come over to this guy and fold the tail back down a little bit so you can fold these 2 bits flush and push them together. Then fold the tail up to lock everything into place, and then drop it on top of the hatchet. And there we have the giant Decepticon sword. Now note, these guys are all Decepticons, which is very, very cool. And here we have the sword being wielded by Jet Vehicon again, but as you can see, this sword is the size of a freaking deluxe class figure. And it's freaking awesome. Each one of these guys was purchased at TF Source for around $7 plus shipping. And they're totally worth it. They are completely 100% worth it. I love these little guys. I'm really hoping to get a hold of some of the Autobot ones, and I know there's going to be another set coming, so I'm really looking forward to getting a hold of more of these ARMS Microns, because they are simply fantastic. I love the fact that they merge into a giant weapon that is very, very nice, very cool, and totally worth being in your collection. So if you guys can get a hold of this set, I would highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun, really simple to put together. All 3 of them took about 10-15 minutes to assemble and put the stickers on. So get a hold of this set, guys, because I don't think you'll be disappointed.